What comes to mind when you hear HIV or HIV/AIDS?
I mean, it's kind of serious, but at the same time, it's like I'm not really concerned with it at this moment.
HIV/AIDS, I think of Magic Johnson.
Homosexuals, mostly guys.
Um, Dying.
I think of a disease that anybody can get through having sex.
What is the difference between HIV and HIV/AIDS?
HIV comes first, and then if you don't get treated for it, then you contract AIDS, I think.
HIV is the thing that leads up to HIV/AIDS. Just because you have HIV doesn't mean you have AIDS.
Okay.
I believe AIDS is like you get that first, I believe, and then it stays with you forever.
You get HIV first, and then you get AIDS.
You get AIDS afterwards?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
HIV is in fact a virus that infects humans only. It weakens your immune system by destroying important cells that fight disease and infection. HIV can lead to AIDS, the final stage of HIV infection, if untreated too long, meaning that not everyone who has HIV progresses to AIDS. AIDS is acquired after birth. Do you think there's a cure for HIV or HIV/AIDS?
And people have been saying that there's like a cure for AIDS, but that the government won't show it because the government makes money off people who are sick, and if no one's sick, then they make no money.
I feel like they do have a cure, but it's only available to the people who have the resources to pay for it. And I feel like the majority of the people who have HIV/AIDS aren't able to afford it, and they keep it from those people, as in minority blacks.
I think there can be, but right now I don't think so.
I mean, it is a disease. It's real serious. You can't get rid of it. There's no cure for it. It's just something.
There currently is not a cure for HIV or HIV/AIDS. However, HIV can be treated through ART, antiretroviral therapy. ART is a combination of medicines taken every day to control the virus, allowing someone with HIV to live longer, healthier, and at less risk of transmitting. From your knowledge, how do you think HIV is transmitted?
Sex and like blood transfusions and stuff.
Through blood, it can transmit it through breast milk and sexual intercourse.
I thought it was more like sexual fluids and blood, not saliva. People that have AIDS, you can't get it from like touching them or like drinking after them, stuff like that.
It happened during sex. You can get it with needles, like I said, vaginal discharge, semen.
HIV or AIDS can be transmitted through sexual contact, injection drug use, pregnancy, childbirth, breastfeeding, occupational exposure, blood transfusion, and organ transplant. Would you openly tell your sex partner that you had HIV or HIV/AIDS, or would you just use a condom and avoid the conversation?
I would tell him because like that's a part of having trust, and I can't be trusted if I can't tell him that. I think it's easier said than done, but me not being in the predicament and me just talking, I would try to tell them before we had sex because, anything could happen. The condom could break.
The conversation?
I'd tell them because that's really messed up for not telling somebody.
It is your responsibility to notify your partner and previous partners if you have HIV or HIV/AIDS for their protection. In some states, partner notification laws allow you or your healthcare provider to legally notify your sex or needle-sharing partners. In some states, if you do not share with your partners, you can be charged with a crime. If you are serving time in prison, your HIV status can legally be disclosed and reported.
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find